Mattia, but there are already a few questions in the chat.
Okay, sorry, I didn't read the chat while I was presenting, but I can definitely do it now. Okay, let me see. Well, I have one question regarding Docker.
Yes.
Please, please tell me.
Hello.
Hello.
I was wondering if it is possible to install different environments within the same Docker images and the same Docker image, sorry, and if so, how it is possible. So if I need to create different environments to run different pieces of code because of incompatibilities, how this would be possible to install all this environment in the same Docker image, and how I could set the order for running.
Okay. Yes, we are talking about, for example, Anaconda environments, such as the one we have seen in this example right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course you can, because essentially when you launch a container from an image, then you are in the same environment as if you were on your machine. So you can create the different environments, and you can provide an execution code which does what is needed. For example, let me show you this example, the run.sh that we have used in our example. Let me show it here. So this is the file that okay, in the VLab folder you have docker image.json, and here is the command this is the command which is utilized by VLab. So VLab reads the image and launches this command. Okay, so essentially it enables the snappy env that we have created, and then launches the .sh. Of course, here in the .sh, if you needed to change environment, maybe here you have 2 or 3 or 4 or 7 commands, and if you needed to change environment between the commands, you can do it in a file like this. Does it make sense? Is it clear?
Yeah, it clears, because then I guess that you can set the order of running the commands in this JSON file. So I think that, yeah, you answered my question.
In general, let's say the best practice is to have a simple command here, because this is one line, but you can have a script, and then the script here orchestrates all that is needed.
And for instance, okay, well, but I guess that it would work the same way. But if I am producing some products from one environment that need to be into a second environment, I guess that with these commands I will be able to manage to do so.
Yes, for example, you could have there something like this. Now I edit this. You can have unzip, then activate env2, for example, do something, and activate env3, and so on. Mm-hmm. This is a normal bash script. This is
okay.
A normal bash script.
Perfect. Many thanks.
Welcome. Someone is asking me, oh, Jan, hi Jan, about R. Yes, in Ecopotential in particular, we had some testing with R, if I'm not wrong. But yes, in general, I think it was, maybe, let me see if I can find which model it was.
I think we were in, thanks. I think in GeoEssential we were also, so Marta and Aideen were testing some models with R as well.
Yeah, no, R is definitely, I don't remember, maybe this coins was developed in R. And so we have already tested it, and it is possible, it is working, essentially.
Okay, super. Thanks. Thank you.
But of course, this is for all of you. Anyone who is having trouble trying to install some libraries, trying to work with Docker, of course, please write to me, to Yanis. We will try to, support as much as possible. And we are also trying, to collect all of these inputs from you and trying to build a set of images, Docker images that provide the required libraries. So, for example, I had started with Python and here and with NetLogo, which is another programming language, and we have published these images with some, for example, Python with GDAL, raster, IO, and so on, that are already available for use. This is not yet linked from the documentation because we are still working on that, but our idea is to, try to have a set of images which cover, the most of the use cases. Of course, all use cases are not impossible. Any other questions?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
It's Orestes from the Observatory of Athens. I'm afraid I am a bit way behind this technical stuff. I got the general picture, okay, but could you provide in a few bullets if I want to start from scratch? For example, let's say I would like to utilize Copernicus CAMS data, which are not Sentinel. It's model-based. The main bullets to cover, download, which language they choose, Python or something else. From the start up to the end that you showed today, in a few bullets, my criteria, the way to proceed, the main steps to cover.
Yes. The main, steps are pick up, a programming language, and the required software that you need. Okay.
Locally, I should work locally. In general, okay.
In general, okay. This is general, and of course, if it is easier for you, test locally on your machine. No Docker, no Git, nothing. Okay. Then, when you are ready, you try to create the Docker image. So you investigate if there is a Docker image which is already providing the libraries that you need, the programming languages that you need, and so on. So you search for, you look for it, you look for the closest Docker image. If it is not perfect, you can install some missing libraries, as we did today, and you save it. And then you share your code on Docker. But first of all, you need to have, something working even without VLab, because VLab is later when you have something that works. If you don't have it, there is no point in porting. Okay? So first technology independent in the sense of VLab technology, Docker technology, and so on. First, have something that works. Then do the porting, and if something is needed, we can help. There is where we can, but we can help when you have something that works and that you need to port.
Thank you very much.